Most definitely the underdog, yeah. Most definitely the underdog. Oh. hang on. One thing. Oh my god, Sally's timer hasn't started. Has he? Has it not started? Please tell me it's not started. Oh my god.
Is made from only the finest sugars and waters. Plus, it has a special ingredient for the FDA. It'll give you the get up and go.
You don't.
To do all the phonetic stuff you have
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm so sorry for the language, but the timer has not begun, and that is really frustrating for me as an organizer. Sadly, as an organizer, he knows what to do. And I'm frustrated for him and for me, so I apologize for that. But we'll have to go by Rodge's timing.
Sadly, on a very good pace here. Absolutely no time at all he's taken to go through the opening cutscene.
Yeah.
I dare say he might just get that fabled sub 1 second PB.
Yes. Yes, we'll see what happens when it comes to that.
Ow, my neck.
Not only has Sally's timer not begun, I've also noticed a cheeky overlay used by Rodge. Don't worry, it's a bit of a meme. It's a bit of a meme within the community. And okay, I think Sadly closes timer. Alright. They are neck and neck though. Nice. So we don't have a timer to go on. So we can only go by the RTA timer via speed racing, most likely. We shall see what's happened.
Nothing lasts forever.
What's happening?
Both players collecting their coins, absolutely good. Rodge's taking a slight lead, though it's nothing really major. Sadly going into first person mode as always. I don't know why he goes first person all the time. I don't know how it helps. He's the only person I've seen who first person's mostly everything. Like, it's his preferred mode to be in.
Can't help. There are certain lines that you can just see a lot more clearly. Because third person car can obscure the line. Especially given strange mapping.
While it is true that first person is good for some things, I've heard that it's a little bit easier to set up some tricks, plus maybe it gives you confidence, psychological confidence, but going the usual camera third person everyone just allows a sense of normality, but clearly these two aren't normal. Anyway,
to be honest, normality, if I was seeing everything in third person, I wouldn't be feeling very normal. Sadly, in a state of solidarity almost, was on first person for a little while then.
True.
So yeah, that panned out for him.
Oh, he was out of first person there just to get the boxes. I see.
This is one moment there where sadly went by where I would personally use first person, because I find it a lot easier to use third person to find that line, because the entrance to pet cemetery very, very poorly mapped, as are many walls in this game, where there's just pixels sticking somewhere that will destroy you.
Now, the only thing that might not go Sadly's way is the fact that, well, apart from his tournament race, earlier on last week, he hasn't really played this game much. He hasn't, whereas Rodge, even though he may not have had a PB or something lately, he has been playing the game. So I would say that Rodge has been feeling more confident than Sadly.
While that is true, I would say there is just, within Sadly, there is the ability to get sub 140 time. Might not be in Rodge, and that might side, right?
So this is the first real indicator of who's good and who's bad. We call it Smithers strat.
Who is good and who is bad and who is Vapo 41.
Whoa. Okay. We'll be seeing who gets it properly and who doesn't. I know Sadly in the past has missed it. I haven't seen too much of Rodge's runs, so I can't tell if he misses it much.
Barney, can I?
Oh my god, their level. They bought it at exactly the same time, basically.
Do this thing.
First of all, the RNG. Well, I think Rodge has superior RNG, even getting the hit up the backside for his measure. And they are still exactly level, basically. Though, to note, the usual, I'm going to call it the CPU sedan. The CPU sedan is better at destruction than the pickup truck. Although the pickup truck is a bit faster. It is a bit faster than the CPU sedan. It's not good at destruction. Let's see how we do it. Good setup, good turn. Now he's on for the main phase.
Both of them look well set up. Maybe Rodge a bit off? No.
Rodge is fine. Rodge is fine. Though, sadly, overall, has managed to do a slightly better truck. Wow, hang on a minute.
I think he just got an extremely good piece of contact in the first touch with Smithers.
That was very good. Very good. Rodge, I don't know why Rodge reversed so far up when it was hit, but whatever. Whatever works for him. Will anyone go for the coveted button jump? No.
Sadly will.
Sadly will. But does he make the cycle? Oh, yeah, he does. What a god.
But the real question, who are we going for Scorpion?
I would hope neither of them, because I'm not a fan of Scorpions, but someone
Which is why you decide to do it near UKSM. Meanwhile, sadly, who infected SGDQ? Scorpion strap? We'll see what he decides to do.
In my defense, every time I went into that room, you were like, Scorpions, 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 Scorpions. All the time.
Runners going for it.
Oh my god. Sadly, I hate your auto splitter too. And now we have crap circles. Not crap circles, wrong one. Sexy Philly. Already. Oh dear.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms.
Practice a little. Alright.
Rodge will be on for a cup of tea.
I think it's best. For Mango's question, I think it's best if you answer that, Alexis. Can someone explain what Scorpion is? Take it away.
Well, as we all know, Homer is Homer is massively concerned for a Scorpion. And if you really want to play a good RPG, you need to get into the head of your character. So therefore, we too must feel the concern for the Scorpion. And we know the Scorpions are there right in the corner of the room, in their tank. We just gotta visit them, you know, Citizen Sniff and Scorpy. They just need that bit of TLC from Homer. And we make sure that they're okay for the end of the run. And if you don't, there will be a sting in the tail of your run. And it's not sadly a joke, it's mine. I came up with it and then sadly brought it to SGDQ. So now both runners will be going for a freebie here. There are only actually 3 wasps in this game, technically. And they just constantly go to different areas of the map, sadly managing to get it. We'll see if Rodge does. There's only 3 that actually exist, and they just teleport around the map to create the 20 we're told about. Only 2 of them can be destroyed with your car. After the second wasp is destroyed, whether it's with your car or by you kicking, your car's hitbox disappears to destroy wasps. You'll see some main menu warping later in the game to reset that counter. It does give us a little bit of a tidier coin route, quicker one, which you'll see in Part 1, after the missions Barton Fring and Better Than Beat, which are the 2s that everyone does. There are some that some people do later, but we'll see what people do to get to it.
It's actually interesting, that point of the quote-unquote 2 wasp rule, because it has been found out that wasps actually play a little bit differently than usual. But yeah, Rodge's not parked that well, but Joe,
he'll need to move, otherwise I think he will get a mission fail. There.
No, he's fine. He's fine. I don't know why he was going for the card there, but obviously swag strats apply.
Now on to Bone Storm. Again, a mission that sort of weeds out the high-level runners from the other. Because we have a technique where as soon as we hit this, we will break, because sustained hits have no more drop than a normal hit. You'll hear every single time Sadly hits it, you'll hear his brakes start to activate, because he's trying to create distance again from that truck to reinitiate the hit and reinitiate the drop. We'll see what
This is a very...
see in Rodge, it's even more apparent because he's not using person here.
It's quite a unique mission in the fact that this is one of the few collectathon missions which you want to not trap the truck. The reason being, the truck is already on its way to Simpsons' house. Why bother trapping it when it's already going there in the first place? Sadly, getting a good Bone Storm, or at least making the shortcut. Rodge also making the shortcut, but perhaps a little bit slower.
He was a bit slower there. He had to force the truck sideways several times, and he decided to do that reset far too early. You need to wait about halfway through for that reset to be good.
Did you think he was in Marge or something? He was
playing a very well stole my pills.
That was very odd. I think Rodge had a little bit of a brain fart there.
Now, this strat here you see on Sadly's screen, which you'll see on Rodge's very soon, is basically the game to force us to go the route it wants us to go will just block off the need. And what we used to do was we would push Carl beyond that wall and then initiate the mission, and then we'd be able to just do the race normal. However, because the sedan is so long at the back, when you do this reset, the way the game maps out the reset, you are half in the wall and half out. Just reverse there, do a J-turn and start this. And to the grade, Scenario, this run is anywhere between 1 hour 30 if you're kind of like absolute top tier. Although we're expecting maybe Sadly to get like a 142-ish would be my guess, and Rodge to be around a 145
I mean, we'll see.
Or so.
I mean, we'll see. We have cutscenes along the way. Anything can happen.
Indeed.
And anything can happen, and it usually does. Alright, so Sadly, can he get away from Skinner?
We'll see what strat he opts for. He opts to get hit by Skinner for some reason. That's a very bold strat.
That's... I think I could say with confidence he did not get away from Skinner immediately.
There are several methods by which we can get away from Skinner. One is we can drive very close to a wall, and he will crash. You see at the large lab there's a small corner to the wall, which we sometimes use to trap Skinner. Sometimes we'll let him hit us right in the backside, and then he'll just spin out because his AI is really weird. And in other cases, we'll just try to outrun him and hopefully he doesn't take the shortcuts we did.
When weapons and mass delinquency nothing really happens.
Although
he does get fast car.
Opting to jump on it, even though perhaps he could have just walked by it, car appeared to stop. Meanwhile, Rodge opting to use the DMV strat very quickly. The insides of buildings aren't actually inside the building. It's really hard to code in a game to make that kind of make sense. So instead, what this game does is it gives you that black screen, and then it'll teleport you really far away to the interior of the building, which is somewhere like off map, OOB, very far. So that will give us an automatic getaway, because that straight line distance just becomes obscenely large. You'll see it used later by all runners. The last mission part in order to get away from Wiggum. Final mission. Rodge opting for a freebie that most people opt to pick up in Better Than Beef and not managing to get it as he starts to talk to Otto.
This is Rodge, the Yorkshire gentleman. He can get stuff whenever he wants, really.
I wouldn't say gentleman. I kid, of course. Rodge is an absolutely delightful human being.
Speaking of delightful, Sadly is entering the tunnel and soon to meet Wiggum. He's on relatively good pace.
Devilish.
But we're not even on Skinner strat yet. Let's save that till then. But yeah, as Alexis was saying, here comes Wiggum skip. Should be relatively simple, unless they get a 1 in 100 where he doesn't get the Doesn't get the getaway. Easily does. Gets the coins. And then Vox Nurgula, which is deceptively difficult.
It is indeed. The first mission, which is actually kind of difficult to play casually. The nerd car in this mission is faster than the car you drive. Significantly so. It drives at 180 kilometers an hour. Yeah, that was a very peculiar way for no, and sadly is trying to at that so we can. I think sadly beeping a horn in triumph, knowing that he doesn't have to worry about being sideswiped by the nerd car. Rodge managing a very iffy escape on Wiggum, but just about managing going to Vox Nurgula, as sadly finishes it up. About 50 seconds between the runners right now.
True. However,
getting fast car again. In fact, the exact same color of fast car. Excellent consistency. Sadly. And Rodge getting the freebie on Vox Nurgula. That I don't think sadly.
Fine by me.
Optimal from sadly. Rodge in the meanwhile is progressing nicely along. Should get there. Easy victory there.
Boom, the nerd car spun out to it. Absolutely horrifically aggressive AI. And sadly opting to pick up the courthouse freebie.
I was not aware that sadly went to that actually. That's a bit of a new one for me. I thought it was a little bit old-fashioned, but was not to like. He goes the other way, which is not delightfully
sadly
devilish.
Should not be doing this. He is gonna find it very difficult to get into position, but the black man does crash. Now we're going to notice that when
just stop it.
When the black man gets around this corner, you'll see right now it is trying to get itself trapped, but sadly had to go around that method in order to stop it from trapping. This can cost you easily 10 seconds. And in my case, for the race I've done so far this tournament, about 55, which was less than ideal. Now Rodge also getting the slightly risky strat for the black van. We'll see how he deals with it. We might get to see what actually happens if the black van gets trapped, and he is falling far too far behind. I do not think he's going to be able to get
That is fine. He's opting, whilst he's so far away, he's going to collect his coins. Bit unusual, but you can do it now. He's alright.
It does make me question, though, whether it's going to be worth it for him to do a main menu warp later. Because he's only really got the car wash boss that's available during Better Than Beef, unless he wants to take a very strange route after escaping Apu to take the...
Well, the other option for Rodge is, if he does main menu warp, he could possibly attempt to go for the gazebo wasp as well as the car wash wasp. Could also do that. Not impossible that he might choose this and go for a bit of an unusual strategy.
Now sadly, he will be using pause menu to not have to run through the black screen. It's a little bit easier for people who don't know how the game maps itself, because there is a very peculiar thing where this game just doesn't map the orientations very well. So some people will opt to pause buffer black screen so that they can see through it, rather than going through the black screen, trying to find where they have to be, and then the black screen goes away and they're on the other side of the map somehow.
Okay, so Better Than Beef. It's a relatively simple mission, but the trains in the train land operate on a global cycle, and they are the same each time in all story missions.
Missing out on the freebie in the train car.
They operate on a global cycle, so he doesn't have to go ludicrously fast to make the cycle, as long as he makes the cycle. Otherwise, he will lose about 10 seconds or so trying to get into that last roadkill, which he needs to collect in order to get back to Krusty Burger, which is the next objective. He should be on a reasonable pace. Well, after saying that, he could get a bit of difficulty, but he's on the way. Yep, not too bad time. Does he have a car wash wasp? to go to? No, he's choosing
no,
to
remember he took
go the
it
fast
during
way.
Barton Spring.
Ah, yes. True. So we
Meanwhile,
just go
Rodge
to the
is
fast
taking-
way around.
See if he... Okay, he does remember that he took the train car walk earlier. I was thinking for a moment perhaps his instincts would kick in and he'll just try to go for the reset, which would have actually lost some time. And sadly, he's managing to escape just fine from Apu.
That was really good. Apu did not chase him. He went the wrong way, so caused him to escape a little bit quicker than usual.
And
Not
again,
sure why he paused there. He could have, if he knew how to do it, navigate his way through the dark to collect the item. But main menu ups now for Monkey See, Monkey Do. Yeah, it's very much a coin collecting mission as well as a collectathon in itself.
Rodge by being very strange, drifted off to the right hand side of the road and crashed into the wall. Although I think he's only 6 coins less right now than Sadly, so we have seen very, very similar coin counts, although very different coin routes. As we see Rodge decided to get out of the car where Sadly opted to menu warp, so we will see how that begins to show a differential in the time take for each mission.
Time to rock. Easy peasy.
Sadly did not go for the absolute new Monkey See route, which does save a little bit of time. But it does not include a wasp, and Sadly wants that wasp clearly.
It is only a few days old, so I would understand if Sadly has actually not heard of it.
I don't remember these being here before.
Taking an unusual line. We don't see many runners taking that. Will he get this freebie? He does. Will he go through the sign? He does. Nice.
Not opting to take gazebo block. Should serve him about 5 seconds. A mess.
Slightly unusual, but I could see the merit.
We'll see if he gets the dirt jump. And he will not. He's overshot it and he opts to take the reset because it is slightly faster than how he falls.
Good reaction times there. You can only get that reset if you react and almost immediately upon getting that that monkey. So good reaction there.
Careful, I bruise easily.
Not too much differentiating them two right now. Both of them are happily along on their way. Sadly, gonna collecting these last couple of monkeys on the roof.
Managed to get the door skip. Basically, we tried to park next to that telephone box because if Bart doesn't have a way to get out, he will just teleport out and he will actually also go onto the roof, save a small amount of time too. Although it can be a little bit inconsistent because once you hit the phone box and it drops 1 coin, sometimes just trying to open that door will destroy the phone box. Meanwhile, Rodge trying to go for that dirt jump as well, and he will be successful in getting the box, although missing the monkey.
Now sellouts. This is quite a tricky mission to get right. Sadly, reversing onto the the first sellout's car, and he's honking with delight there. Or honking in time with music, I should say.
He's one of the gatekeepers of a good and a bad run, because from the second and third car can be quite difficult for many runners, and also the cutscene give it.
Eat asphalt eaters.
Why don't we ever go that way? Just go through that alleyway and go to the second car like that. Why don't we ever do that? I've only ever seen Sadly do it. I don't even know if it's quicker or not.
I didn't break my memory card.
Uh-oh, hang on.
Run on Monkey See, Monkey Do. Although he should be safe.
Oh, well,
might not
hang
be.
on, no.
Please car looks a little bit too close.
Oh, he's
Sadly,
fine.
he's getting a bit of a messy last car, but should be fine with 1 or 2 hits. That looks like it's 1 hit from death, and a 630 stats for Sadly. That is very, very good.
Considering this is tournament, he will take 630. He will take 630 all day long. However, What do you get with cutscene skip?
To briefly explain what a cutscene skip is, we can go through the mission warp to get to new missions. And there's a cutscene here that's pre-rendered, can't be skipped once you're... But there's a frame in this cutscene.
Just
where
one
we can just
frame.
go
Let's
to
see
the
if
menu. We'll see if he gets it. You can see he can't do anything right now with the mission select. And now he can.
That was
There's
at least
only
10 pauses there, which equate to 1 pause, so well done, sadly.
There's only one frame on which we can do that in that level. The other 2 cutscene skips that we'll see come up in Apu and Part 2, there are 2 frames I can play. And that is one thing where you'll notice, if you decide to go up in your frame in this game, that's actually a place you're actually punished. Because this isn't time-based, frame-based. So going up to 145 frames per second, from 100 let's say, you're going from 100th of a second to get that, to a 145th second. So it is a small little penalty for deciding to go up in frames. Meanwhile, Rodge getting a decent third car, he'll be in good position for the final one.
I wouldn't say he's having that good of a sellout. It's been average, really. Not really as good as sadly. Oh dear, this might be trouble. This might be trouble here.
He's gonna find it very difficult to destroy that car before it takes its left turn here.
There's only
Very
one
difficult to
place.
destroy
There's
after
only
that.
one place. I don't think he'll catch up in time.
He's gonna
he
get
does.
it, and he only needs one more hit. This looks like a... I was gonna say 557, but 602.
602
yeah.
is not good. Not good, I'm afraid. What will make it even worse if he does not get the cutscene skip. We will see what happens.
Meanwhile, sadly, finishing Nerd Race Queen, the second appearance of the car, in a race which is significantly easier. One that I don't think...
Rodge with a cutscene skip. Let's go.
Rodge going for it again. Another very long pause
8,
buffer
9,
here.
10,
Imagine
11. First try.
The school of the streets.
Moving on to Clueless now. A mission basically about Lisa trying to find her missing brother and Milhouse deciding, I really like Lisa and she thinks I know where Bart is, so I'll just pretend. And I don't know, maybe she'll go out with me if I talk to her. It's a very strange mission.
Well, sadly, he's effectively a whole mission ahead of Rodge currently. Though bear in mind, Rodge does have worse loads, so in actual reality, Rodge is closer than the feed suggests. All right, collecting the itchy and scratchy mint comic, getting back from Rodge. Sadly, meanwhile, heading towards Crossy Lou. But I think he will do Clueless.
Upon a check, it appears that the Rodge, at least on their PBs for their PBs right now, has 8 seconds fewer in load time. So Sadly's actually further ahead here.
This reminds me of
If those load times are to be accurate. Meanwhile, sadly going for the Clueless coins, managing an almost perfect.
Let's
Ideally, you
see.
can get double kills on each and every jump for the ground pound. Meanwhile, Rodge getting in for the start of the list.
He's okay on coins, sadly, currently. He's okay. He would have liked to be over 1,000, but he's not in dire straits. He's alright. And probably because of not obtaining that vending box in Monkeys.
And now we'll see. Is he gonna kill Hill House? Yes, he is. Hill
House?
Up into his house.
That was like a hillbilly version of Milhouse.
Moving on to Bonfire the Manatee. A mission famous within our speedrun so much that any mission we do, which is similar to this, we will refer to as whatever it's called, fire. He's gonna go for a reset. This is a mission, I should say, colloquially known as the car section, because we just basically go into the back to cause these drops after we get a trap.
Some people even go into first person mode when doing it. Apparently, it just helps them. Well, get the cues. There we go. Sadly, finally makes. Uh-oh.
Getting it sideways. That is not good. And he appears to have a first drop, which. Okay, never mind. It has. We will save some time. Meanwhile, Rodge moving up to the area for coolest coins, and he will be going for it. Park slightly better for Krusty Studios.
Oh yeah, he'll have a lot of coins. Well over 1,050.
Absolutely identical destruction. Although not going for the vending machine card. Or will he? He will, and his coins look a little bit better, but he may find it a bit difficult.
That's why.
His card looks like it's in the area he will be resetting to.
Didn't even notice his hit and run was so high. One more cop to escape from, though it seemed to have spawned from the sky for some reason. Not quite sure what's happened there.
Milhouse's going very far into the road. I've never seen him go that far into the road before. And falling down to the canyon, I don't care, says I.
Grandpa.
As we move into Operation Hellfish, the third mission, we require a vehicle to do it. Sadly, I think we'll be trying to
Is
find
there a vehicle? No vehicle?
Fish van is on the way.
The fish van is there.
Sadly, got on his phone and got onto the app, which is the Uber but for fish fans, and it was right there.
Sadly's like a very excitable dog. Whenever he gets like fish van or anything like that, he just he honks his horn, he wiggles his camera. It's like an excitable puppy.
Sadly,
Getting a coin service is unusual.
Krusty, which is not something I personally opt for, but I have seen runners significantly better than me go for it, so I assume there is some merit to it. Rodge not going for enough of a reverse there. I'm gonna get some inconsistent drop. Yeah, should have. Generally speaking, I use the door to the left of the Longhorn as the cue for the for how far back to reverse, and sadly missing the second.
Oh, sadly, you are so lucky there that the sedan decided to stay where it was. Rodge getting a far better bonfire strats than Sadly, so he does catch up by around 10 to 15 seconds or so. Not bad. Buying the cool outfit, very healthy for points, just not bad itself. Will Rodge get the same kind of bad luck that Sadly got in terms of vehicles? We shall see. Sadly, in the meanwhile, heading towards the Aztec.
Getting a fortunate start for that second sedan. Sometimes he can steer right, and that makes it a lot more difficult to get the track.
Rodge getting the Malibu Stacy. Maybe he just
trying to jump the river.
Maybe he just doesn't collect any traffic vehicle then. That's the only explanation I can find.
Sometimes what I'll do is I will run across the road towards Malibu Stacy car, and if something intercepts me, I'll steal it.
Good destruction there from Sadly. Gonna destroy itself. Gets the 12. Kicks.
Should be fine.
Kicks randomly. The Canadian kicking has begun.
Moving on to Slithery Sleuthing, a mission in which we have to find 3 strikes on which to convict Mike with Chief Wiggum. For some reason, we are in cool clothes, even though I think the real giveaway is black, literal. But fair enough. First drop is fine. Second drop is generally fine. Third drop.
Oh, Rodge! Oh, Rodge! What have you done?
Oh dear,
Rodge! Oh, Rodge! Oh no!
Assist.
Oh, Rodge! There we go.
Sadly getting a little bit of an iffy drop for the second, but managing to take it.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's working his magic.
Very good.
There we go. There we go. Rodge was being a little bit too careless there, and should have went for the full kill, but instead tried to be a bit strategic, and it didn't end up in his favor.
See how second sedan goes? It opts to steer right, which is a significantly harder one to get. Wow!
Wow!
Went okay.
Wait, wow!
Rodge somehow managing to get coins from that, even though, strictly speaking, because of the sedan blowing up is what caused that car to blow up, it shouldn't have given coins, but I'm not entirely sure on this.
We can only assume that Rodge Did some magic there.
Rodge missing the reset. He's gonna have to do OG strats here.
I stand corrected. He doesn't have magic.
That is very poor from Rodge. We have to be slightly closer to the wall for that reset. He's gonna need one more hit. Meanwhile, sadly, moving on to Finger Deals. Pretty standard mission. Just drive along. Some of these fish have a bit of an iffy hitbox where you think, I hit that, but it says you didn't.
Oh, sadly. Slightly careless there. But in general, he has a pretty healthy lead right now. It's gradually been eking up. Getting the honk tunes once again in order. Now, what kind of luck will Rodge get? I hope it's good. For Rodge's sake, he needs to have a drop before the bridge itself.
I would say that overall the luck has pretty much been equal. We have seen the games perform very similarly for both. Sadly got a very similar drop to that as well, so we are seeing very similar games, but very different tackles that see sadly very far ahead. And Rodge managed to get a very similar third drop on Snake.
Nice one. How is Sadly able to keep up with these horns? What kind of button does he have his horn button assigned to? I can never do that. It's crazy. Anyway, Sadly gonna be finishing up. Relatively poor mission, to be honest. Relatively poor.
Sadly, moving on to old Pirates.
Pirates of the Sea. And where likely he's going to direct the limo into the path, into the lower path, and thus destroying him. Well, I should hope so. That's not good damage.
Although should guide nicely the trap.
Ah, no, lovely stuff. Gets a smash in.
Give Rodge a little bit of a chance to catch up if he gets a better first hit.
Not so sure, really. Sadly, did get the freebie, so let's catch up a little bit on coins. Oh,
sadly, really going all out here, going for the Malibu Stacy car as is tradition.
Interesting tactics there.
He definitely needs to be going for the faster lamppost here because you require the bus to get on the faster lamppost.
True, he'll be taking the backup strats from here, I can only assume, because he cannot do it with the optimal with a school bus. Ooh, there we go. Oh,
parkour.
Oh, sadly.
Catching up here. Oh, sadly, you came and you gave without taking.
There we go. Doing some kung fu there from Lisa. On my way to Marge. And immediately into a difficult mission. Especially for players running a higher FPS. So, we'll see what happens here. Basically, in this mission, you have to hit the donut truck 10 times in order to get the drops from it. And basically...
something's gone wrong for Sadly. He's typing in chat.
No.
Has
What did he do?
Outran Wiggum, perhaps? Or Wiggum is perhaps trapped?
I'm not so sure.
Okay. I think...
Was this a... Oh, hang on a second. Rodge had a very, very good hit.
He has indeed. That is a very, very good first hit on Limo. Should get a good bit of catch up with that. I think perhaps Sadly just managed to bait us there into thinking something bad happened. He just had free time to type because he was waiting for Wiggum to get to
Oh, I see. Since he's going from backup strat, he has time to type in the chat. Okay.
I don't think it was then. I wouldn't be doing this now. It would be very risky. I think he was doing it while he was at the fire truck, having destroyed the vending, going for the old strat.
If he was a true madman, he would begun typing whilst he was whilst the donut truck is hitting him. Anyway, Rodge getting up there. Good times. He's keeping Sadly honest.
Marge Simpson.
Though if he needs to come, if he wants to win this race, he will need to. He needs to start putting in the work.
Very slow. Cletus is going quite slow through here. Not getting the freebie on Redneck Roundup. Meanwhile, Rodge is going to just be keeping Wiggum within probably the easiest thing you have to do in the whole game, because Wiggum just goes through these very large looping patterns that take forever to go around.
To be fair, if you are careless during that,
I'm going for that strat. That's very peculiar.
Oh, interesting.
That's a very old strat. I've not seen that being the thing we do for months.
Ooh, sadly had to do a bit of catching up there.
Rodge will manage to back up, will he? Will he try to go for the main strat?
Nah, I don't. He'll go for a backup. He'll go for the normal. Though he'll need to.
Just how similar these two Marios have been playing so far. He's not going to get that drop. He's just going to let it despawn, I play it safe. And it has properly despawned, as you can see on his map. There is no drawback. I think going much slower, although the garbage truck destroying him.
He's okay.
More drop left,
He's okay.
He will be fine.
He's alright. He made it.
Meanwhile, sadly, we'll see what kind of coin route he goes for here. Will he be going for 2 boxes in a vending machine, or just 2 boxes, or just
I think he has time and the hit and run meter. I think he'll go.
He will go for full coins here, I think.
Oh, that. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Especially with the up and coming hit and run. He does not elect to collect the Krusty Burger vending box, which in hindsight might be a good thing. Might be. Oh dear. Hit and run from Sadly.
And
should be.
Police card stopped Cletus briefly.
If that's an early drop,
he's
oh no. Oh no. He's alright.
Police cards are too close.
He's alright.
He is quite fortunate not to take that bus. Rodge getting 2 very large pieces of bad luck.
Inmate! Sadly, you forgot inmate!
Rodge has gotten very unlucky so far on this Redneck Roundup. He might end up failing. Can't cover. He might have to go for absolutely no coins power plant. I think that's the only way he can do this. And he is caught in 2 minds. What will he do? Again, just a moment of hesitance from him. And he might fail this. He has to go around this slalom while Cletus is getting more straight line distance.
I think he's okay. I think he's okay.
This is risky.
He's alright.
He is clawing it back. Very well done, Rodge.
I'll do my best.
Big up to you.
Very marginal. He was alright. Well played there from Rodge. Sadly, now remembering to buy the inmate outfit. Thank goodness he didn't buy classy after all that.
He will be making more of a lead here because Rodge got 2 massive pieces of bad luck in Redneck Roundup between the barn jump and the trailer park. Cletus crashing into both and taking quite a long time to get out. Crashing into here and not be able to get full points here.
Usually these kinds of missions are standard, but if the leading car does get stuck, you are going to get time loss, no doubt about it.
He is 1 hit from hit and run. He is on hit and run about the same spot as Sadly was. We'll see what kind of drop he gets. Hopefully,
if he drops it early, he's absolutely fine. Oh, perfect.
He will be fine. Will he remember? He will remember to pick up margin, so that might just equalize.
He might have listened to commentary.
Hello, Rodge. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a good cup of tea, if you are listening.
Now, sadly going for the last ketchup packet, this should be no problem. The Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Will it play havoc? No, it won't. Absolutely fine.
Rodge now warping back in, opted for a main menu warp, and getting a pan skip as a result. Although sadly very close now on hit and run.
And
the
this is that
chase car
coming to play
has
here.
caught up on him.
Oh.
And that chase car hitting him actually gave him
this is very...
car.
The police just did a takedown on the Sedan. Wow. Oh dear, he's... Oh no. Oh,
he will not get that tire fire jump, and he will probably take a bust.
That's a bust.
He's very fortunate not to, although this will destroy his tire fire jump.
The pit maneuver, perfect maneuver by the police, though the tire fire was not part of a strategy. Oh my goodness. I don't know how he didn't get busted. Oh, well, speaking of that...
get busted again, but he is warped onto the nearest road, which is not the road he was just on, so we'll lose a bit of time here again. And he's only got 8 seconds to lose that chase sedan. He has not lost it yet. He may fail. He just about gets away from it with 4 seconds to go and manages to avoid the bus. That was far too close.
I have
for Sadly's heart, for Rodge's heart, for Cider's and mine, that was far too close.
I have never seen someone struggle so much on that. That was amazing.
It was just catastrophic luck throughout that. Between the chase car being considered an NPC car, giving him an extra bit.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune is fine. The Gambling Wheel of Fortune. Miles upon Rodge today.
Well, there's no Havoc for now. Though, through all of that charades, Rodge's caught up tenfold. I mean, look at him. He's not even a minute behind.
He may be a mission behind, but Return of the Nearly Dead is so short. He, as Cider said, not a minute. Although he will take hit and run if he hits anything else, and he does not make the tire fire jump. He may opt to despawn a few seconds here.
I think he'll be fine even if he gets hit and run now, because of it's short distance anyway, but he's fine.
Moving on to Wolves Stole My Pills, the first mission on which we can realistically get 2-cycled, although the second mission on which we can get 2-cycled. Briefly explain. When we have to follow things that drop items on a circuit, there is a fixed geographical location at which every drop has to happen, and the likelihood of a drop happening goes incrementally up as it goes through the geographical location in which that drop has to occur. The issue, however, is that at the end of that geographical location, it isn't a 100% chance of drop. So there is a small chance that it just doesn't drop, and the game's way of rectifying this problem, something not dropping, is to make the car go through its entire circuit again. And in the case of Wolves Stole My Pill car, I think it's a 1.5 minute time loss.
That is correct. It's a 1.5 minutes.
It just happens to you. Meanwhile, okay, Sadly's 5th drop looks fine. Rodge getting a bit of an iffy approach to the school, hitting a garbage truck on the way.
If he's not careful, Sadly's hit and run will go up and up and up, but he's alright. I think he will manage it.
Drop looks fine, although that 8th drop looks a little bit late to me.
He's okay. It's okay. It's mainly about the 9th drop.
Ooh, the 9th drop looks fine. The 10th drop is
there we are.
There
it just drops.
Yes, it is.
It drops.
Sadly, not getting a 2-cycle. The only player so far in the tournament to get a 2-cycle, our dearest pessimistic Mango. And to take a brief tangent, just a shout out to Project OP for taking a small penalty, just standing, allowing the 2-cycle to kind of balance out in the end. And he definitely stood for longer than he actually lost the race by. So had he just said, bad luck, Mango, it didn't happen to me, that's just how the game works, he would have won. So big shout out to Project OP, who I've seen in the chat throughout this. Sadly, not opting for the reset there on Wolves Stole My Pills, a little bit slower. Respect.
Just to let you know, Rodge is doing fine. His hit and run meter is a bit wayward. Needs to get it down.
He is indeed, and every drop looks fine. 8th drop?
That's a bit. That is late.
9th
that
drop?
Is late.
Bit late as well.
It's alright. Okay, no, it's alright. It's alright.
Not a 2-cycle. Hooray!
There we are.
Are you all ready for the crap circles? Rodge,
Was that your best impression?
It wasn't an impression.
The last
It was just me saying a thing.
Tell me about the crab circles.
There I was surrounded by Tojo and his Nazi henchmen.
Oh
One
my.
of them, a raccoon as I recall. It's me with a
I did
badge.
not sign up for
I
that.
never reasoned with a raccoon, let alone a Nazi one. So
I didn't sign for bottles of pop. Signed for cans of
Where
soda.
was I? Right, now, the first time I rode in a water
Rodge
car-
opting for
Okay,
a different
okay.
route here. It's about
It
1
was
second
so
slower
long
than the
ago
intended
that I'll
route,
have
but
to
quicker
describe
than
it
what I think
in
Sadly
sepia
did.
tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing, shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with
Uh,
Rodge going for
you have
the
to talk to-
triple entry into the car.
You know you have to talk to Grandpa there, Rodge, not get back in the car.
Can of soda. It's a can of soda. It's just objectively a can of soda. Can we all just take them? Meanwhile, Sadly finishing up on Whilst on My Pills. And we only have about a minute and 20 seconds difference between the two runners. We'll see if they go for Flanders Garden coin, which sadly will not be taking 839 coins. Very, very healthy. Will he get the skip? He will indeed. When you have to get an outfit. Sadly, just reminding us that March Classy exists. Thank you very much, Sadly.
I just thought I should put crap circles on one more time.
Sadly missing out on the first can and opting to go for the Boudoir album for some reason. We'll see if he goes for Mr. Plowjacket later.
I think sadly he's on decent coins.
His
He's
coins
not
are
on-
very good.
He's on decent coins right now.
Anything above 800 going into Cola Wars, I would say it's very safe.
Indeed.
But anything above 900 is too safe. You've done something weird with the coin route and you're probably losing time.
Any more step aerobics classes?
Alright, back to Sadly's audio now. And we can see him progressing.
Now, we see now Rodge with about 100 fewer coins than Sadly had at this point. We'll see if he goes for Flanders Garden. He does not, but his coins will not be as safe as Sadly, who had 839, if I recall, when he was buying March Class. Almost buying March Class, I'd say. Buying March Police.
It's amazing how it shifted. Rodge had the earlier coins, he had about 30 coins extra, choosing to miss a couple of things out, and as a result, Sadly has just caught up a lot of coins. Getting a plow jacket, I approve. Well played.
That name again is Mr. Plow.
Slow and steady wins the race.
And after this mission comes, oh boy, from outer space. In other words, cola trucks. Big mission. Big mission coming up. Gotta get at least decent cola trucks here. See what happens.
I'll do my best.
Now, in this mission, you have 3 cola trucks to just try and destroy. And they come in kind of quick succession. This first one, the most optimal route is to try and destroy it on the gasoline sign. We'll see if Sadly does it. I think it's a bit too far away. Nope, just misses it. There is a much easier backup, which is to destroy them on that grassy bush. Right there?
Handling it very nicely for Sadly. First truck, a massive success.
Indeed, indeed.
Meanwhile,
Now
Rodge
he's on the
missing
way.
the jump onto the gas station roof. That will be a small time loss for him. And accidentally kicking the ball. We'll see how Sadly does for Mansion ball. I'd say he's fine without it, but having it will make his coins a lot safer, and Rodge missing out on that Mr. Cloud Jacket. We'll see if that comes back to
It
bite.
does not look safe. Wait, well, it does look safe. It's fine.
Mansion ball. Very nice.
Looked a little bit wobbly, but he's alright.
We'll see how he deals with the second truck. In my opinion, the hardest truck to do best.
The
Because
truck is
you
in
can get
an awkward
more hit.
position.
He's going to try to save this, and I think he should.
I don't think it's the right-
I'd stop hitting it now.
I don't think it's the right move. Yeah, I don't think it's the right move. I think after the second hit, that was the time to and try and collect the wasps and various other coins.
Rodge
needs to get this.
hits against the gas station sign, but not behind the truck, so the truck will just get away from there, easy peasy.
Ooh.
And
Alright.
he's not in position for that backup. He is going for some side swipes here to get some damage. But this is not nearly as much damage as Sadly was getting. And he is going to lose time on this first truck. And missing that hit, very bad for him. Meanwhile, Sadly on the third truck, this one's easiest to do right, but the hardest to get backups on because there are very few solid things to hit him on, and Sadly managing a pretty respectable.
Oh no!
Missing the final hit, but I think that truck. Ooh, I thought it was going to destroy itself.
Alright.
It
Wait,
does
it?
destroy itself at the end on a lamppost. Certainly
Sadly-
peculiar. Very high on
Sadly
hit
for
on.
me, I think needs to take his time a little bit more. He's rushing a little bit too much. If he takes his time and just makes sure that, he didn't take his time. He's now got hit and run.
He is going to have to pick up crusty coins as well and have to escape from Wiggum at the end. He should be fine if he keeps this calm, but Canyonero can be a very, let's just say, volatile car to control. Meanwhile, we see Rodge up onto the second truck, and he's opting for a very poor hit. He is going to have to...
Oh, that's a bust.
And
Oh no, that is a bust.
Now we will see Sadly going to the Simpsons house, which is, as I said earlier, because the interior of the buildings are mapped out into some far off, out of bounds area, we just get the automatic escape. Meanwhile, Rodge will be hoping for a good hit here, but not managing quite as well as he can. He's gonna have to get 2 more hits on that.
Ooh,
Good
I've not
freebie
seen
from
that.
Sadly.
I've not seen that what's been done in a while. Good show.
Now, Rodge is barely even going to destroy this color truck by the time the next one activates.
He's alright. I think he'll destroy itself now. Yeah. But his Canyonero is smoking. It's unusual. That can now play in a factor.
We'll see perhaps a different technique from both runners, because incriminating caffeine is a mission in which we start at poo level very, very far away from the actual mission trigger, and the route to get to the mission trigger is pretty much the same route that the actual mission takes. So we're going to see the 2 runners taking perhaps different methods of collecting coins on the way to the mission, as some might decide to play the mission safe and pick up a lot of points now, whereas some might consider themselves very good at the mission and leave the coins for the actual mission and failing.
I think we can safely say that Sadly was very optimal there collecting. No, seriously, he took like 15 seconds taking that box. In the end, it was probably not worth it, but he was there anyway.
Coins do look very safe right now. You can have 806, still look yourself pretty. Meanwhile, Rodge opting to get a wrench, not getting it. That cola truck is only 1 hit from destruction, though.
True, but Sadly is not
2
Sadly.
hits.
Apologies. Rodge is unusually quite hurt.
Thank you very much, Guy for 2 hits. Getting to the top of that leaderboard. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, I have nothing more to say. Carry on.
I have nothing more to say either. So let's sit in silence for a bit.
No. Okay. Sadly is now on incriminating caffeine.
I'd say the coins have just about equalized by now, because I think Sadly got busted and went down to about 810 coins. Rodge finishing Marge with about the same number.
True, Roger's caught up in terms of coins, mainly because of destruction in terms of hit and run. Bowie. Oh, Sadly does get, well, speaking of destruction, gets coins from the destruction.
Rodge also trying to get that freebie, but not getting it at all.
I find that freebie is not really that consistent. I can't really find a suitable setup for it. That's why I stopped attempting to it, because it's just not that great of a freebie to get, because you can get it later on, and it's
Sadly missing that 4th drop. Will he recover this?
He's okay.
He might not.
No, he's not. That's a fail.
He will manage it. He will manage it.
Oh my god.
No, I can see this. He's going to. That was very close. We almost just saw Rodge claw his way back to pretty much even with Sadly as a result of that, but he manages not to fail.
Crikey.
We're talking
Sadly.
like individual pixels of green that signify that he hadn't failed the mission. Sadly, missing out on 2 vending machines there. That's a very, very peculiar thing.
There's not really a place to collect them again. The only place I can possibly think of is this little piggy. Then it's a bit out of the way.
They're very out of the way during this little piggy. His coin is looking a little bit tenuous right now.
This is just between me and you.
He may need to pick up a few more destructions like that, although they're much riskier. Because that is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the destructions are worth about 10 coins.
10 coins, yes.
And they give us a quarter of our hit and run meter. Individually, those vending machines give us 16 coins and only give us 1 sector of the hit and run meter. So for hit and run to coin kind of conversion, sadly took some very bad decisions. We'll see him now in, I believe this one is And Baby Makes 8.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the names of the missions because I've named all my splits very peculiar.
They're quite an easy mission.
We'll see if Rodge manages to remember to pick up the 4th drop when it does come.
Your failure shames you. Yes, you.
Second limo escape should be smooth for Sadly. We'll see if he picks up the courthouse spot, which he should for optimal route. And he does. Coins are looking fantastic. 120, only requiring 500 for car build for
It's looking okay. It's looking okay.
I'll see you in hell. I'm afraid.
Roger's doing a decent job now. Are you going for this?
the fire truck.
Going for the swag jump. I like that.
Style point. We will now
Approved.
subtract 15 seconds from Roger's time. We'll see how,
I'm sure that was improved by Chris Runs.
Oh dear. Now we're gonna see Baby Van. In this game there is 1 to 10 rating for AI intelligence. Baby Van is -10. See it go on very strange routes as it doesn't really seem to know where it wants to go. We tried to get a trap in there, which he did attempt but didn't successfully do, which Vapor41 found for us about, I think he found it about 6 months ago, but only showed it to us about 2 months, which makes that mission so much smoother. He sadly might struggle at some point to predict what the hell this Baby Man can do.
He's okay. It's not the best. Well, it's just average now. It's okay. It's okay. Really,
Rodge going for a peculiar route here. Normally people will opt to go the other way because going through that really rough terrain does slow you down.
that's quite old style. I remember doing that a lot on my GameCube. I used to go the other way to avoiding it. It's still not a bad call as well.
Moving now onto this little piggy, the mission for which we required the outfit. We have to follow Donut to find Wiggum, because, of course, Donut was police. And then we have to follow Wiggum, and there is actually a possibility of the game crashing, which I'll leave Cider to explain.
No.
Very well. Let's just leave that alone. Let's just sit in silence. And he will opt to pick up the 2 vending machines he made.
There's no real chance right now for Sadly to get that all not important crash because his hit and run level is very low anyway. I think he'll be okay. He is very horny. Ironically, he likes playing with a car horn.
Coming from the organizer as well. And not only that, but a stolen joke. Would you like to apologise to Smoke the Bear for stealing that joke?
No.
Cider is just a very uncooperative individual right now, and he might get this crash because he is very close to hit and run right.
That is true.
Now would you like... And Wiggum has lost his path.
Oh no.
Oh dear, this is giving Rodge a chance to catch up.
That's worse than a crash. We might have to restart the mission. We have to restart the mission.
Now,
surely we do.
There is a method of forcing him back onto his path, but it is very inconsistent, and it might risk the crash. He is going to opt to restart. This is pretty much equalizing the times between the 2 runners.
Roger's just, even with that, pretty terrible baby van, he has caught up tenfold. It is now so much more even.
Hurry up or my arranged bride will chastise me.
What happened there, basically? I can explain this, don't
Snap
worry.
down on that 7th drop.
I could explain this. Wiggum basically lost his waypoint. He went too far off his waypoint. And I think what happened was Wiggum took the other path, not his usual path. He took the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side, which caused him to miss a waypoint, which caused him to spin out in circles trying to search for a waypoint. And, well, he was left with no alternative but to restart, thus losing about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So Rodge has a real opportunity to getting back in it.
Sadly, moving around is not a good idea right now. He is charging up his hit and run meter when he could have stayed still and not charged it up at all.
Oh, sadly.
I say only
don't.
30 seconds between the two runners right now. Sadly, do it. Do it. Come to the dark side. Get this crash.
No,
Which I will
no.
ask Zyther for the second time now to please explain, if you will.
Alright, sure. Basically, if you build up your hit and run meter too high in around the motorways area, if the cops can spawn out of bounds. If they do that, the game will likely crash. Meanwhile, Rodge is
Wiggum's getting stuck there, but he should find his way out nicely.
But he's okay. He's okay. He's not going to crash. He's not going anything like. Yep, he's fine.
And another issue with that crash is that when Wiggum blows up a car, and you can see his movement, it's quick, he's got a tough car, everything like that. When he destroys a car, we get the hit and run for that. So that is another reason why that crash is so dangerous to us, because Wiggum can cause it.
Let's see. So as a 105.44 we talk to Snake at, so I'll take that tab. I will see what time that Rodge talks to him.
I'd say there's only about 20 seconds between them. I took note of when Sadly finished the donut collection.
Oh, I smashed my skull.
Yeah, about 28 seconds between these two runners right now.
Not even 30 seconds. 30 seconds is what separates these two runners right now. It's very, very, very close.
No.
We are looking at the point where differences of coin round can actually win or lose the race for either runner. Although I think they're just about even at this point, so we will see how they behave.
We'll see how the garbage trucks behave as well.
And we'll see who will vote for Quimby, given this remarkable campaign he seems to be running all the bloody time. Sadly, he's about 60 coins ahead. Getting a decent 5th drop.
Alright, Rodge. Let's see what kind of drop you get. Meanwhile, Sadly
Not
is...
only to go for despawns on the cars will slow down the garbage truck, and also the garbage truck gets a crash on that corner. Sadly, getting a decent collection off that wasp. Some people only get about 10 coins off that because they're very afraid of falling off. Rodge overshooting the staircase and deciding to reverse. Not the best of ideas to have reversed. He should have just taken the penalty for having overshot it.
My giant gut is slowing me down.
Getting the wasp there. His coins are very good actually. He's should be alright, even if he misses on.
Significantly better. He's 140 coins ahead, and I think on the route he's taking, Rodge only got about 60 coins to pick up. Oh, picking up the second buff on the rooftop.
I think he will need this wasp coming up, because he doesn't have any other free wasps available. Yeah, smart move.
Unless he went for... Oh no, you're right, my apologies.
Because he took all the other
of
wasps.
Rotates,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
The only one he really had
Sadly?
left was the...
Sadly?
I think the only wasp he has left in the general area of the armor is the police station.
Sadly taking the chutney square. The chutney square collector card. Chutney.
The chutney squishy, not a chutney square.
What? He's having fun now for sure.
Sadly, finishing up with 1 minute 26 seconds. Go back to the DMV. This mission is kind of unique in itself because it's the only mission in which we're given all the time to start. Every other mission in which time is an element will give us new set amounts of time, whether they add it on to the timer we currently have or they give us a new timer with a set amount of time. That's how they'll work. However, only this mission just says you have 4 minutes to finish the mission, you know, come back to me when you're finished. And for that reason, a lot of us, when we were younger playing this game casually, we failed this mission because we thought, it's okay, you know, I've got 50 seconds to finish to get that final garbage bin or whatever. And then suddenly, oh, no wait, I've only got 30 seconds to get back. I failed. Oh, darn it. Which is what we all said to ourselves as kids. We were pure. No swearing.
Every time I came onto any mission, I just panicked, but your point is valid, to be honest. Right, armor truck. Here we go. The Big Daddy, the gatekeeper of this run. If you get an armor truck, you are bound to be on a good run. Armor truck, for this strat, what you have to do, direct the armor truck underneath the stairs where you just platformed up earlier on. If you do manage to get it, you save around about a minute, depending on how good your backup is. The first task, relatively easy, getting rid of Brigham. How we do it, guide him up here, drive away from him, easy peasy. Still with the car horns. And then here comes the armored truck. Oh, let Sadly take over. Take it away, Sadly.
This is very difficult. He's not gonna get it, not even on a backup.
Oh,
This
that was...
Ooh, what's happened here? No, the armored truck will drive it. It's fine. Get him stuck here. This is gonna be very difficult to destroy it. Option pick up the wrench early. And
Alright.
if Rodge gets this armored truck, he will be ahead not only on time but also on coin. Obviously, assuming he gets it in a decent manner and sadly doesn't get some kind of god backup we've never seen before.
Alright, this is it. If he gets this, if Rodge gets this, he will be in the lead.
He's only about 14 coins behind right now, and he has both sit and rotate wasps available. He gets the armor truck strat, and he will not. He opted for the contact too early, and this armor truck far too quickly for him.
Yeah, afraid not. Didn't work out for him. Neither of them did. So it's how good their backups are.
I would say though that he is going to be a little bit quicker due to the fact that Sadly's armor truck got trapped in a way that made it very difficult to get damage.
I'm not so sure about that. I think it's the other way around. Because he got the damage so early, he can now drive at full speed back to the hideout. So in a way, I think Sadly will be the one getting the saving time. Armor truck taking a very weird route.
A very common mistake. Sustained hit on anything doesn't do extra damage, and for some reason, when you make contact with an AI car and start to try to steer it, it eventually just gets used to your presence and will steer despite you. So you'll see as Rodge, when he first gets contact, he has a lot of influence on where the armored truck goes, but eventually, if you look right now, that armored truck is just moving as though he wasn't there. And will he get this hit? No, he won't. Sustained contact. He doesn't get as good a hit as he could have. Meanwhile, sadly, finishing the second Wiggum escape that we require and the significantly easier as well. Rodge getting a very nice hit there.
Too little, too late, I'm afraid. Too little, too late, I'm afraid. The damage is... He's lost basically 30 seconds, to be honest. Maybe a bit more.
But not doing an orc, neither runner destroying Little Bandit in the process.
Alright, cutscenes as well as Curator, to be honest. Curator is a very undervalued strat, but it can save you a lot of time.
Sadly, points are looking ideal as well. He could almost skip the vending box in 6-1 if he wanted to.
Probably should have, really.
He should. It's about 7 seconds slower from what I've heard. Or can chat.
I think we'll get it.
He will get them. perfect strategy. Well, not perfect, but very,
Oh.
very good.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it didn't destroy itself like that.
We will
But
see.
yeah, very well.
We'll see how he does in this cutscene skip. This is the only cutscene skip where the only time you can get that menu is on the active.
Spam.
He misses the cutscene skip. That is 2.5 minutes lost.
Oh, Rodge.
Rodge
Rodge.
has a massive opportunity here to fly ahead.
Oh,
Sadly.
Rodge. This is
And
Yorkshire's
his
time.
coins are looking brilliant.
The cola is dripping from that
This is Yorkshire's time, Rodge.
Deadly cola.
Ooh, he is going very strangely. I don't think he's gonna have time to get that first strat, but he will be able to get the backup.
Oh.
Ooh, missing it. He's gonna need a big hit here against this wall, and he gets a very
Wow.
good hit. He should be able to destroy before time.
Fantastic.
He will destroy before time.
Wow. Amazing.
This is the matter of who is going to be either Sadly a minute ahead or Rodge a minute and a half ahead. This cutscene skip. Let's see what he gets. He manages it! Rodge flying ahead. Let's see how this goes now. Part 2 begin. Who will be getting board license plate? Who won't be getting
I
board
know it's a cliche, but
The amazing thing about that is, he was in the other camera mode, the first person mode. That reduces the amount of frames available from 2 frames to 1 frame. So he did it on 1 frame instead of, and Sadly missed on 2.
Well,
So his mashing skills are amazing.
in truth, I think the mashing isn't too difficult. The only difficulty is in the pause buffer. In the other, I don't think it matters. For me, anyways.
Well, it matters for Sadly, because look where he is now, and look where he is not.
I knew there was a simple explanation.
Everyone, get out your I like it.
Cola into the water supply. People will go mad.
I can hear Sadly doing exactly what I'm doing. Me gusta.
The cola maddened humans will go berserk.
Mio piace.
Destroying themselves.
Giado.
Delivering big
Me gusta.
space ratings for foolish earthlings.
So, a minute and a half ahead, but Sadly, well, has a better PB overall than Rodge. So, Sadly, we'll have some kind of, we'll close the gap. This will go down to the wire. This will be a nail biter.
This will be a very interesting.
I tell you what,
Right.
you're a bad little boy.
Now, Rodge should be fine for coins, although he is on a hit and run, and he might be busted. He gets busted. His coins are now about 35 short. He will require either a destroying coin grind room or a coin grind. This is going to equalize the times a lot. He may opt for newsroom as well. No, he will opt for a destruction, I think. If he's gonna do it, he's gonna have to do all or nothing. He is going for destruction. This will put him quite far behind on coins, so he might lose a bit of time as well in number 2. So he might even notice more of an advantage for Sadly, although he does miss one of the children.
It's time for some
And a very poor coin collection from Rodge as well. Missed a good few that he should have got.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Too cool for school.
Whoa, that was a big one. Watch it, buddy. Bogus.
Sadly, will he get board license plate? Of course he will. He is a seasoned runner of the game. He knows what board license plate is. And honking the horn, pure delight, as his son is also bored. Rodge opting to go for the smart line box. He should be fine. In time left and getting a very good. Although,
Oh no,
some
that's a
reason
fail.
just
That's a fail. That's a
jumping
fail.
around
That's a fail. That's a
and
fail.
getting.
Come
Well.
on, just a few more seconds.
I don't know what happened. I think he was trying to get in, but
He was trying to get in,
dropped
but
inputs or something. He kept on pressing.
I don't
A
think so.
to
I
accelerate
think
away.
I think he was too excited. I think he was far too excited there, and that cost him a bit.
Now we're looking at what was initially only about a minute and a half. Sadly, was behind, and now he's only behind by about 30 seconds at most.
Well, true, but we gotta bear it in mind that
Sadly
Sadly
hasn't
hasn't gone to the
destroyed
coin room. True, so realistically, maybe 40 seconds behind.
Well, I'd say more like 20 as a result of not going to coin. Because
Well, no, he's
was
gonna collect
have to
them later. He's gonna collect them later on.
Yeah, but keep in mind that their coins are just about exactly the same. Rodge is going to have to find his coins from somewhere. And sadly hasn't taken.
That is a good point.
The reason why the coin room is so good is it's such an efficient way to pick up coins. They're all just waiting for you. You don't have to, you know, go to one room, then go to another room to pick up, at best, 3 boxes. It's all just right there in front of you.
The only part in which I can see Rodge collecting coins is maybe at the observatory. That's the only part that I can see him doing that. It'll lose time, but I would rather make sure of his coins than anything else.
Rodge missing out on a second opportunity at a 4th license plate.
No biggie.
Okay, 1/1902 is when Rodge spoke to Krusty. C when Sadly. Now, Lab Coat Caper is a remarkably boring. We just drive around and search. That's all there is to it. Sadly getting a very strange collision there, and he is going to lose a bit of time here. Oh! I think Rodge is only 1 hit from death, but luckily right in front of a wrench there, that offset what happened. Now Sadly is 31 seconds behind, having topped rank at 1:19.33, where Rodge did so at 1:19. Rodge's coins are not looking healthy to me. He is going to find it very difficult to have enough coins for the 500 coins costing Zombie Kyle. He has what he required to do long black probe, so there is no offsetting when to pick it up, like we can do with Globex Supervillain, because it's required later.
That's
Sadly,
interesting.
don't know what he did there. I think maybe he had wobbly car and he decided to take a new car to...
No, he still has normal car. The only thing I can think of is maybe he's doing a camera pan skip somewhere, but that's quite a strange option. I don't quite know what he was doing there.
Tried to get something from the Bolorama while the
Oh, Rodge, don't let him get away. Don't let him get away. Oof.
Now, if anyone has any questions about the race, feel free to ask them now, because this is just Mark boring. There's not much else to say. Meanwhile, Scyther will give us the ASMR typing sound we've all been dreaming. And
My apologies, my apologies.
squeaky voice teen strat here. Let's see how this goes for Sadly. Squeaky
Seems
voice
to be
teen
going
is
well.
not fucking off, and he picks what technique.
Sadly was on top of things there.
We'll see what Rodge does here. Ideally, he is not going to go for observatory coins. He is leaving himself tighter and tighter every time he opts to go for some coin. And I think Sadly's catching up. He was 31 seconds behind at the start of this mission, and I think he's only going to be about 25.
He's alright. He's alright. Sadly, he's going to reach it. He's going to have to wait, though. That's not safe. Oh, my goodness. That was not safe getting into the building at that moment. I'm surprised that...
Sorry,
I'm surprised that, Sadly wanted to do that because... Well... I can't explain it. But it wasn't safe. Put it that way. Anyway.
Both runners moving into Duff Truck, a very difficult mission to do right. There's some backups that are there, but in this tournament, a lot of people have also been missing the backup, just due to nerves generally.
Well, Rodge
is going to require a backup. Will he go straight into the back? He will try to.
No. That was all wrong. All wrong. Oh, Rodge, how...
Very close to hit and run as well. He is gonna... If he gets busted, coin rate is in shambles.
You was never making that in a million years, Rodge. Come on, man.
Sadly now is going to try a similar strat here. He is going to go for a safer one, and he gets it in there, but he's going to have to manage this. Okay, the Duff Truck is in. I think this is safe.
He's safe.
Meanwhile, Rodge having to get that final drop. We'll see if he goes for Pier Coins. I think he will. Sadly now going ahead and significantly ahead on coins now as well.
Rodge lost the advantage there.
We might see at some point Rodge go ahead when Sadly has to pick up Coin Room. But we'll see Sadly go back ahead again when Rodge is just trying to find whatever coins he can. He might require Ned's and other neighbors' garden just to get.
He needs his wasp.
He gets it.
Good.
Although actually his coins aren't looking too bad now. He could do it with Krusty Burger and Neighbor's House if he gets decent coin pickups for the rest.
He needs a couple more coins, but I think he can scrounge them up from other places as long as he does not get busted. That is the main point here.
Both now onto Full Metal Jackass. This mission can be done in as little as about 35 seconds if you do it perfectly.
Great job,
as much
Sadly.
as 2 minutes if you're not doing it very well. Sadly gets it absolutely perfectly. He will destroy a vending machine and a vending box as a result. Although
No.
does escape and Rodge misses Rat.
Oh,
He will
so
lose a lot of time as a result. And sadly, Skinner almost escaped.
it did
Rodge
escape,
now
but he's
not
alright.
Getting a good Skinner at all. Losing more and more time to Sadly.
Yeah.
He needs to be ahead to offset the coin difference as well. All this after also being the one to get Apu cutscene skip. Sadly, he was sitting there watching. Might be regretting jumping on Glowbeck's supervillain car in excitement at the start of 6-2.
Alright. Sadly is now quite a long way ahead. He does have coin room still to go, but is not enough to offset the difference. He is ahead. No trouble at all.
However, Rodge is only about 60 coins behind, which isn't quite as bad as I initially thought, because sadly, they're going to be about equal after Sadly takes coin room, but Rodge has already taken the pier, so that's what we're currently looking as far as a difference.
Now, usually when we have these sorts of races, if I'm daring to think in advance right now,
Oh
but
dear, Sadly has missed the 20-second drop. How? Cider, however, oh, sorry, I just need to... However will
It's
Sadly
okay.
recover? How will he recover, Cider? How will he recover? How?
right now, actually.
Oh, phew. Sadly, had me worried. I just hope that Rodge won't make the same mistake. Have my heart in my mouth. I do kid, of course, that is Jad. As I was saying earlier about Never Trust a Snake, unlike Never Trust a Snake, this mission gives us a new timer of 50 seconds the moment we pick up the 25th drop. This can be in any order. So to give us that 50 seconds later, it's very good. Because it gives us more time to get back to Krusty Lee Studios. 50 seconds now instead of 50 seconds when Rodge picked up the previous drop at the top of the jump. Sadly, now finishing Set to Kill, we'll be moving on to Coin Room. It is indeed iconic. I thank you, Kath, for reminding me that. Although, sadly, with a bit of a messy destruction. Going for an extra ground pound, even though there's nothing to destroy.
Not sure
His
what
coins
that
are
is
looking absolutely ideal. I think he's going to be picking up the vending machine at the start of Kodos. And Krusty Burger plus a few general pickups will be more than enough to get him 500. Magic number. Let's see what route he goes.
I think he'll go the long way around. I think he'll go Observatory.
He will not.
Oh, maybe not. Oh,
Defying Cider's word. Now, we do see a slight equalizing factor in the coin room because Rodge is now starting. Can Kodo strike back? However, keep in mind his coins are significantly worse. Both of them going the same route.
Cutscene skip will be huge.
Cutscene skip can decide them.
50 seconds is usually
48
pretty.
seconds, I believe.
50 seconds is usually pretty inconsequential in races, but in this situation, not so.
Now, you'll see Sadly go up the boat a bit because in order to trigger the checkpoint that triggers the finish line, we have to actually go up here. And sadly, not opting to go for the reset. I'm not exactly sure what the fastest route is there. I think generally we are still kind of mapping that area. Sadly, now going for cutscene skip. Will he do it? This is a 2-frame cutscene skip. And he thought he had it. And he misses the cutscene skip. Oh dear.
Rodge, this is again your
Rodge-
chance.
Rodge can go ahead now if he gets this cutscene skip. Rodge is being given many, many opportunities, going for a very early initial pause buffer. I am fixated upon the screen, and he
9.
manages it.
9
Going
times.
into rigor motors now. I wasn't
9
counting.
times.
I was fixated upon the tension that exists.
Let's see.
And we are going to be skipping the lore by not
Around
switching
about
over to
25 seconds ahead. Amazing.
This is, in fact, in this cutscene, it's the second time at which Bart refers to an apocalyptic event as something that would be really cool to see. Although Rodge is very far behind on coins, he will require both Krusty and Neighbor's Garden. And he should have enough after that. Neighbor's Garden without the Wasp is worth 62, and it's around the same for the...
Sadly,
for the,
may honestly close the gap. May honestly close the gap.
This will be very, very close, leaving rigor motor. And I think sadly we'll go ahead and pocket protect it, because that's a mission which I see a very big fight between the top runners and the mid runners. Because hover car is very difficult. It's a very different car, I should say, sorry, to control. Rodge opting to go for it, and he should not have gone for that. He's nowhere near got enough coins. He's going to require the 2 boxes in Neighbor's Garden, and he's opted to get a vending machine, which is completely superfluous.
Yep.
The vending machine is worth 16 coins. You'll see when he gets this you'll see when he gets these boxes, he will have about 513, making that totally worthless. 517. Yep. He would have had 501 coins without the vending machine. This is pure time loss from that vending.
Rodge needs
Sadly,
to learn numeracy. With that,
well,
I'm afraid.
To those
I
who
guess
do
pressure.
Want to get into the run, to those who want to get into the run, the first thing I'd advise is just learn Start of Homer 2. That is the biggest thing in your coin run if you want to learn how the coin run works.
Oh, I forgot my menu.
Oh.
Moving into long black probes now. Basically, we follow the Black Farini, and there is a strange way we can manipulate the traffic, and I'll leave Scyther to explain it because I actually don't fully understand it.
Well, it's respawning the traffic. When you flip your camera back and forth, the traffic in front of you will despawn, though it does leave opportunity for any following traffic to respawn in. It's not entirely safe. We usually respawn the traffic in case the alien car or any following car will crash into it and therefore be slower. I'm not sure we will see Rodge do that. I think we will see Sadly do it more often, though Sadly's going ahead of the alien car
very slowly.
I wouldn't say slowly. No. It's not slowly at all, though Sadly is making it go a bit safer by being in front. Because of how a frame limiter works. Rodge's alien car making it through the cemetery just fine, so don't lose too much time there.
And it does trailer park pretty smoothly. Final attempt at barn jump.
I think that's fine. No, it's not. Oh.
This is sadly audio.
Yep,
Project. Barn jump is again not quickest, but not bad at all for. Ooh, I think sadly slightly slower through the trailer park for that alien car. Now moving on to Pocket Protect. This is the first of 5 missions.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Explosions.
Which is basically doing 4 things the same.
Sadly's alien car is going the long way around.
This is giving Rodge a real chance to make a lead here that he can carry to the end of the race. This is very, very...
However, we cannot forget the waste. Cannot. A waste destruction will seal this or change the game completely. You cannot count anything out at this stage. Sadly can still come back.
And upon a brief check on Rodge, he is currently 52 seconds ahead of his PB, so he is playing out of his skin right now.
Oh wow.
Which may be proving true what Scyther said at the start of the race, that Rodge is just perhaps more confident, more comfortable with the game than Sadly is, because Sadly just hasn't played the game all that much the past while. He's been focusing on Hitman, I believe. And we are seeing Sadly claw back a bit. You'll see his driving with the hover car is smoother, much faster. Although both of them going for peculiar routes through the fire ladder.
Good stuff, Rodge. Safe and slowly and surely. Good job.
Moving on to There's Something About Monty. And again, we're going to see something which can make or break this race, which is the climb of the nuclear plant. I expect Sadly to do pretty well, but perhaps Rodge might not.
I think Rodge will probably take it a little bit unsteady.
Perhaps, and problem with that is that if I think he can maybe afford to do that for one mission, to take a slow and steady route to keep his lead over Sadly. But I think if he does it for all 4 missions remaining, Sadly will claw it back. Okay, I'm going to take a brief note. 134.09 for this jump. I'll see when Sadly does it, and I'll come back to you with the exact time difference.
All right. We've got to bear this in mind that Rodge has slower loads than Sadly, so it is likely IGT, he is already ahead anyway. He's just quite close on our screens because Sadly has superior loads.
Only 17 seconds between the 2 players.
Now Rodge can't really afford to get hit and run. He can't, otherwise it was likely that the cops will destroy his car.
And he does get hit and run. He might opt to take the bust here so that he doesn't have to restart the mission.
He'll have to. Well,
or perhaps he won't, because
he'll park.
He'll park,
and then he'll take it. Oh, that's probably actually really good.
Go for it. I think he just feels Sadly's breath on his neck right now. He just knows he's being caught. And to amend what I said earlier, Rodge does actually have much slower loads. I misread the minutes. It's actually 52 seconds slower load for Rodge, not 8 seconds faster, as I said previously. And his climb is safe. As long as we get to that second last jump, we are safe because we physically cannot fall. Although you see now Sadly catching up so close right now, managing to get to that second last jump, and as you can see, he was safe. They're literally an office apart from each other. This is remarkably close. And Mango, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with that right now. I'd say perhaps Scyther knows more than I do. Mango's asking, what do we do if Sadly wins? How do we deal with the
I think this is a thing that I think this is a thing we can't really decide at the end. We'll watch this and then we'll judge.
Perhaps. We are looking at, although we do have to keep in mind that Rodge is doing this with 52 seconds of a penalty as a result of his load. So massive respect to him for bringing Sadly right to the ragged edge of potentially losing this race whilst having a lower PB and his car's one hit from death. You can hear that engine.
He's a spanner.
Oh dear! I thought that Cotton car was going to take him out. I think he's going to have to. He's going to have to reset on this jump. Otherwise, I think he will.
No, he's not. He's all right.
Okay, I would have reset myself just due to pure nerve. Sadly, catching up massively, opting to go for a wrench. I didn't see how much his car was damaged. He managed to get the wrench. He is fine. He is the dog in the room of fire. This is fine. This is fine, says Rodge. Getting the fire truck jump.
Honestly, Rodge is doing a really good job of keeping pace.
Rodge is doing fantastic.
Keeping Sadly ahead. Oh, he missed it. He missed it, though.
Now moving on to the final 2 missions of the game. And if Sadly gets the catch here, he's pretty much equalized this. There's only about 10 seconds between the 2 runners.
Tickling my feet.
Oh, this is so tight. Oh my goodness.
We may have to review Sadly's timer for this, just to check for his loads, because according to their PBs, as I said, 52 seconds is how much Sadly is saving on load. So the fact that he's Sadly's saving on.
I believe Rodge is still on PB pace. Though
Rodge,
that is
indeed.
unconfirmed right now.
Okay, I'll just give his stream a quick check. He is currently 50 seconds ahead. So we are looking at a very, very clear potential PB, so long as he doesn't drop any waste.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Remarkable.
Oh, well played.
Difficulty for Rodge. He might be tempted to take this bus because of how close he is to PB.
Oh no, he spun out.
He is going. I thought he was going trying to take the bus, but no, he moves on, and sadly is now ahead on our screen. Although keeping loads are different. I thought for a moment Rodge was having a conflict of interest where he was thinking, "Do I take the bus to make the PB more safe, but make the race more?"
He got away anyway. He got away anyway.
Very close. I thought he was going to crash into the side.
How? That was the wrong move, but how you got away with it, I have no idea.
He should have taken the right-hand path. I think he's just got that, English stiff upper lip, thinking, "No, I drive on the left. This is how it is going. I do not care what the hearse has decided." This is going to be quite the interview after the race, because there is so much to ask about. Sadly, managing a good landing, as is Rodge, almost symmetrical times here, as far as their positions on our screens. Obviously, as I say, loads might make this different. They are almost identically timed. 46 seconds at that jump left in the mission for both runners. This is ridiculous.
Oh, a tree!
We are truly being treated to an absolutely magnificent race, courtesy of Sadly Badly and Rodge.
Sadly, he's getting first time.
Getting the human cookbook. Absolutely fantastic. Although Rodge managing a higher catch.
Rodge has only lost 1 second with that mission.
Truly fantastic.
Oh, well, no, maybe not actually. Alright. Oh my god, 2 seconds behind.
Rodge moving in.
2 seconds.
Rodge moving into this mission 46 seconds ahead of his PB, so he is looking down the barrel of a good PB during this race. Let's see how he does. Both of them going for the standard route. This race is kind of difficult casually, but because we know all these shortcuts, it's actually immensely easy. LP3 rooting for his fellow Canadian. These are almost identical times right now, although I do fear that Sadly will be taken out on his loads. That perhaps we're almost lucky that Sadly's timer didn't start, because we might be looking at a much less close race if we had that timer down there telling us that Sadly had a very different time.
Rodge's reeling in. Or not anymore. Hit and run. Oh, both of them have got hit and run. I didn't even see that.
Both runners on hit and run.
Oh, maybe not.
Sadly,
Sadly so close to it though.
There's absolutely... Oh no. Oh yes, you're right. He is on... I think we just sort of inferred.
I thought he was.
I think we can just hear the
oh no
sound. Okay, only about 15 seconds. They might be giving each other high fives as they enter and leave the power plant at exactly the same time.
Sadly has caught up an advantage.
Ooh, but Sadly taking the hit and run and looking at Rodge's hit and run meter, he's got nothing. Now, Sadly has to take on the cemetery, which is actually an area in which these hearses spawn. So he's going to find it very difficult to go through here. If they are going to respawn, he's going to have to take it slow. And he is going to have to turn around, take the bus. This is giving Rodge a massive chance to catch up.
He's also the wrong way around, so Rodge is likely going to course up.
Rodge is going to catch up. This momentum is keeping him going. He is going to have to reset this jump, though. He does indeed. This is so close. This is remarkable. Both of them getting away from the alien car. A very, very easy escape to make due to the fact that the alien car takes a very weird route, although Rodge going for the wrong method of getting away from that car. Sadly, going for the reset that he's gone for every single time on that fire truck jump. I suspect Rodge will go for the jump. He does indeed. Although he's a little bit far to the right. He's fine. He doesn't reset. And Sadly will get caught. Sadly, he is going to take it safe. He does not want to go into that batting cage and take the destruction.
And now Sadly does finish.
And Sadly finishes up. And Rodge finishes up. Dear me, this is the closest race we've seen so far. And I believe sadly just joined in the call. We'll talk to him in a moment.
We will
And
have
Rodge,
to discern.
we would like to
Rodge
invite Rodge as well
has
into
a
the call.
1:42. I think we need both people in
I'd
here.
like to add is a PB, so massive congrats to Rodge.
Well done to
Cool.
Rodge.
Okay, now that we have Sadly here, wow, Sadly, wow. Can you take us through what happened?
So Rodge is going to win this race.
Due to the roads, I suspect he will.
Yeah. So Rodge won this race.
Rodge is the winner of the race.
Well done, Rodge. Well done.
A massive upset.
Truly.
So
It would probably be a
Because
20-second difference in loads.
Yeah.
So
It's
Rodge
52
won.
seconds as far as these are.
So it is official. Rodge has won the race against Sadly.
Can we please get some clap of spam in the chat for Rodge winning this race? And we have Rodge here.
Congratulations. You are the winner of the race.
Did I win?
You are the
Yeah.
winner, yes.
Jesus
I beat you by 6 seconds.
Oh
RT.
my God.
Loads are a lot better.
Oh, GG, sadly.
GG.
God. I had no idea I didn't have the race on at all.
I choked up
Congratulations.
in part 2.
Oh, damn.
Rodge, I'm not supposed to be here, but I love you so much.
Purple giving it a little bit
The
of
thing that
advice
really like
into
pushed me
true
over
feeling.
the edge to lose was the soft lock on this little piggy.
Yeah, that was awful. That was
Yeah,
awful.
that was the thing that really pushed me over to lose.
I PB'd as well by just under a minute.
Yeah.
Not just that though, both cutscene skips, I mean, you missed them as well. I guess that came from a little bit of Wiggum salt, or would that be fair to say?
Who, me?
Yeah, sadly.
Oh no, I was just spamming it. I don't know what happened.
What happened on the Apuka skip? Because you didn't even get a single. You didn't pause out. You just missed. What happened?
Oh, well, you spam escape. That's what you do for up here.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
you just spam or something.
Just didn't spam enough, surely.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm looking back at my run and I lost well over 30 seconds.
Did you see
really
my
bad cold trucks again?
Did you see my catch-up logic, Rodge?
No, I didn't see any of
You
that.
should watch the end of that.
Was
That-
a remarkable
yeah.
catch-up logic.
That was.
You should watch the end of that.
If I would have,
didn't-
if I would have got a good cola trucks at the end of March, the way I was consistently playing throughout the rest of the run, I would have probably got a low 141. So,
Oh crap!
that's
I'm
unfortunate.
playing loser frazzle me whopping.
I can feel you, Rodge, now.
But yeah,
Going for mine.
Rodge, congrats. You must be feeling fantastic.
I do. It's such a relief.
I have always believed in you, Rodge.
Get out.
Purple, yeah. Can you drop out of the call, Purple?
I hate you so much, Rodge.
Sadly, I have a question for
GG,
you.
sadly.
Yeah.
During Labco Caper, you got out of your car and you went to the phone box. Why? Were you trying to get like a level card or
I
something?
thought I
at
had
the Bonarama?
wobbly,
Yeah, I thought that too.
Oh,
so that's
it
why. I
didn't
went-
look like you had wobbly on my screen.
Yeah, it felt like it though, so I went for it anyway. It's only like 2 seconds.
Well,
Fair
I
enough.
play-
Fair enough.
And what was your heart rate when you saw 4 seconds left on the catch-up logic?
Don't know. It was
Lagging
high.
out on Discord. Sorry, my Discord's lagging. Go again.
I don't know. The question wasn't to you, Rod.
Oh, okay. I don't know. My Discord's lagging all over the place. I don't know.
Oh man. Summon up, Rodge, in 4 words.
I'll give
Never
you 5
playing
words.
this again. Good night.
That's 4. That's 4. Yeah.
Yep,
Well done.
that seals the deal. Have anything more to say? Sadly,
Nope.
I mean, you are facing the loser between Brazzle and
Oh,
Lapin.
Lapin's easy. So
It is potentially like it is probably the most difficult loser bracket to
I'm just going for a whitewash to the Canadians. I'm trying to run all the
Okay.
Canadians out of this.
All right,
you gotta get
I'm
your losers
speaking
back
of-
and get LP3 Rodge.
all right, and Rodge, you will go up against the winner between Slendbed and Fatty the Fathead.
Oh,
And if you reach through, and if you reach there, you will potentially reach winners round 4. So, great heights.
moving up in the world, eh?
All right, I think with that we will end the stream right about now. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I hope you are excited as we are. Thank you so much for watching. The next race that will be happening live on Speed Gaming is Lapin himself, and Frazzle will be on here very early tomorrow because of Australian time. Very early in the morning. True. So try and be up for that. I won't be, unfortunately.
I will have to be up for that because I'm commentating.
Actually, I might be because I'm going to work anyway.
All right. But yeah, that'll be the next match on. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And goodbye.
GG, well played to both runners, and I'll say goodbye to you all as well. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Later.
Oh my god.
Yep, we're done.